Dear students, welcome back. In the previous session, we have covered the first part of experiment number 4, that is star connection. And in this session, we will cover the next part, that is delta connection. So in this experiment, I am going to determine the phase and line quantities of three-phase delta connected load. This is a delta connected load. You can see it over here. It looks like a symbol delta, hence the name delta. So a delta connection is formed when three coils are connected end to end. You can see the one end of each coil is connected to the end of the other coil. So this is how a delta connection is formed. The same will be drawn on the circuit simulator here. So I need a three-phase 400 volt 50 hertz AC supply. So I need a three-phase supply. So go under the sources. I need three-phase delta. So click on it, place it over here. Now the parameter should be changed. VRMS is 400 volts. Frequency is 50 hertz. So this is my three-phase 400 volt 50 hertz supply. Next is to form the delta connection. So let me go for the delta connection. I need resistors. Click on passive resistor. Place it here. So let it be 1 kilo ohm itself. Now I need two more resistors inclined, but in the multisim I don't have the inclination option. Either it can be placed horizontal or vertical. So let me take these two as the vertical two resistors. Let me take the copy and make it vertical like this and place it here. Similarly, let me take the copy of this and place as vertical here. Now I must connect this in delta shape. So end of each coil is connected to the other end of the next coil. So it is like end-to-end connection. So this to this, then this end to this end. Similarly, this end to this end. Now we can see from the R phase of the generator, it goes to the terminal A1 C2, where the terminal A1 and C2 is shorted. Similarly here, let me start from here. And connect it to this point. So this point will act like the same point here, where these two resistors are connected. So here R2 and R3 is connected. Then the Y phase goes to A2B1 point. So from here it should be connected to this point where these two resistors are connected. And the third, that is B phase, goes to the point where B2 and C1 is connected. So the point is here. So now this will act like a delta connection. Finally, it's the time to place the meters. First, let me place the voltmeter. So it is like with each line I will be going to calculate the line voltages. So first one is with respect to 1 and 2. So I placed V with reference to the line 2. So 1 and 2. Then second will be 2 and 3, and third will be 3 and 1. So it is like 1 2 2 3 3 1. Whatever we have done in the star connection, the same thing. But I need the periodic value. So click on the meter and select the periodic, uncheck the instantaneous, come back, Now you can take the copy of this meter, place it over the second line. So this is with reference to the third line, so take reference here, and then again take the copy of this one. So now 3 with respect to 1. So I have V1, V2 and V3 here, 3 meters. Then I need to have V phase across A1 C2 point and A2 B1 point. So it means at the point this node and at this node I need 1 meter. So again take a copy of this. You can take a fresh meter and you can place it over here instead of taking copy. But do not forget to change the values to the instantaneous, to the periodic value. So here you can see the V phase meter. I have taken this point with respect to this point, like A1 C2 and A2 B1, and finally it is the time to place the emitters. So go to the emitter, place the first meter here, go to the setting, change it to periodic, uncheck instantaneous, come back, copy the second one, take the copy here, and one more meter should be placed in this horizontal line of the delta. So let me take this copy. Either you can place it here, this side, or this side, it is same. So let me place it here. So all the meters have been placed, the circuit is ready to run the simulation. So let it be in the interactive mode and click on run. So you can ignore this message. You can note down the readings. You can note all the RMS values, V1, V2, V3. So 400 volts, 400 volts, 400 volts. And also VPH is also here, 400 volts. Therefore V1, V2, V3 and VPH all have been written it as 400 volts. Similarly, I1 is 692 milliamperes. It means 0.69 amperes. Again 0.69 amperes, 0.69 amperes. Whereas IPH is 400 milliamperes, means 0.4 amperes. So you can see here I1, I2, I3 is 0.69 and IPH is 0.4 amperes. So if I take I1, I2, I3 as line current IL, V1, V2, V3 as line voltage VL, then in the delta connection we can see that line voltages are equal to phase voltages. Therefore VL is equal to VPH, whereas the line currents IL is equal to root 3 times IPH. So if you multiply root 3 into 0.4, you will get 0.692. So that's why IL is equal to root 3 IPH and VL is equal to VPH for a delta connected load. Whereas in the star connection, we have already proved that IL is equal to IPH and VL is equal to VPH. Whereas in delta, VL is equal to VPH and IL is equal to root 3 IPH. So this is how we will verify the star and delta connection using Multisim online simulator. I hope you have understood it well. Thank you.